The containment policy towards China, the nuclear threat from North Korea, and Pyongyang's military cooperation with Moscow are the main topics of upcoming talks between U.S. President Joe Biden, Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, and South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol. This is reported by the Japanese news agency Kyodo News. The leaders' meeting is likely to take place in Washington ahead of the NATO summit.
The United States plans to enhance economic security cooperation with its East Asian allies through the building of resilient supply chains for critical goods such as semiconductors. They are also likely to discuss their response to Russia, which is deepening military ties with North Korea while it continues its war against Ukraine. From the publication in the Mainichi Shinbun.
On March 18th, the head of the South Korean Defense Ministry said that North Korea had transferred 7,000 containers with ammunition and other military equipment to Russia since 2023. According to the Associated Press agency, the deliveries increased sharply after the meeting between Kim Jong-un and Putin in September 2023.
South Korean military believes the North, after initially relying on ships, has been increasingly using its rail networks to send arms supplies to Russia through their land border. In exchange for sending possibly several million artillery shells and other supplies, North Korea has received more than 9,000 Russian containers likely filled with aid. Russia could be providing North Korea with fuel, possibly in defiance of UN Security Council sanctions that tightly cap the country's imports of oil and petroleum products. Shin Won-sik, Minister of National Defense of South Korea, in a comment to Associated Press.
According to analysts, Washington relies on Beijing to contain North Korea. This is primarily about Pyongyang's nuclear program and supplies of missiles to Moscow. On February 21, 2024, the State Department announced that a representative of North Korea held talks with the special representative of China. They discussed Pyongyang's destabilizing policies and deepening its military cooperation with Russian Federation.
North Korea is a country that intensifies confrontation, not mitigates it. So I don't think there is any effective leverage. The People's Republic of China would probably influence North Korea. They have a specific fatigue with the war unleashed by Russia as a factor of global instability. It's hard for me to talk about any specific leverage, but China may be the key to stopping closer cooperation between North Korea and Russia after all.
According to analysts, for China, North Korea is not a problem to be solved, but rather a card to be played in the competition with the United States for leadership and influence in the region. Experts suggest that in the foreseeable future, Beijing could finally replace Moscow as a dominant force on the Asian continent. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Krystyna Dąbrowska, UATV News.